Well.
Hey, y'all.
What's going on? I see several of you already hanging out with us in the comments section. We are excited to be here.
See anything different?
Yeah, this is a couch.
We are on a couch, an actual couch.
Listen, our guest tonight poked so much fun at us about not having a couch that we decided, you know what? We just gonna do a couch.
We're gonna get a couch.
We're gonna go ahead and get a couch.
We're still working on the colors.
Yeah.
The actual couch we want is upstairs.
Yeah.
But doesn't work with the scheme downstairs.
Yeah. So
at least we have a couch.
We have the colors on. You see?
At least we do.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Post-traumatic client disorder. Hey, somebody, listen, you got to be out there, man. You had to have taken the journey with us to understand
to know
what this means. Post-traumatic client disorder. Now, I'm not certain that we're going to have these shirts for sale. I just want to let you know that. That's not going to happen.
No.
But we have them on. And you know what they mean. What's going on, family? Take a second right now. Go ahead and tag somebody in the comment section. Go ahead and let people know that we are live.
Go ahead and share it with somebody.
Yeah. Share. Listen, our interview tonight, the therapy session tonight, went a little over.
Yes, so we gonna
make it short. We gonna move right through towards what we need to do tonight. But we just want to say a word of welcome. We're excited to be back. We're trying to make sure that we have something for next week as well.
Yeah.
And we're gonna end out the season strong, as they say. What we have on deck? We got a host rant, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We got a host rant. We got a resource of the week, and then of course our therapy session. I always like to do a little station identification. This is the Incubators Couch, produced by Composition LLC. Composition is the company that we make up. We have some other team members in various places all over the world, but web design, video production, particularly live streaming and live video strategy. But listen, man, we on the website, what do you do? That is the secret sauce.
Sorry, my phone made a weird noise.
The phone is like, yo, I'm dead.
Sorry.
Yeah, on the website, what do you do? Come on. What are your words?
What are my words?
Creativity and quality composed. Come on. Give them the tagline. On the video side, we believe your live stream is your digital storefront, because there's no greater way for people to experience your superpower, your secret sauce, right? That's special true. Something than for them to see you do it live. When they see you do it live, they don't need the taste test. You know that little chicken that they give you in the store on the toothpick? You don't need that. They just want to do business with you. Seesaw Studios in the house. I saw him yesterday at the media school. He was at media school yesterday.
Nice.
Yo, hey, JD came to media school. Our video guy. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
He was in media school.
Awesome.
He said he couldn't stay for all of it because it was like middle of the night for him.
Yeah.
But I thought that was so dope.
That's really cool. And we're talking about Breath of Life. That's who Kirk also works with. They had an online media school for videographers.
All kinds of
that
media.
has to do with media for church.
Right.
That's what we're talking about.
And our video guy, the guy who does all of my video edits on my YouTube channel, he actually attended. I thought that was really dope to have him come through. But listen, man, 5 of you guys on the live right now. We're not gonna prolong it because we have a lot to cover tonight. Let's get into our host rant. Yeah. Not catching me off guard this week.
I know, we ready. We ready this week.
We are ready. I see. It's wild, because I can actually look up at the screen right here and see
what's
Seesaw Studios comment right on the screen right here.
Really cool.
That's pretty dope, right? We're on the couch. I can lean back a little bit.
Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable.
No,
let's get into this host rant.
No, listen. Here's the truth, man. One of the occupational hazards of being in business is that you want people to be able to contact you.
Yep.
Right? I mean, come on, put a 2 in the chat if you want people to be able to contact you.
That's how you're going to get your business,
right? That's how you
get
your business. You want people to be able to contact you. You want them to get your email address, get your phone number, find your website, find your contact information, fill out your forms. You want them to contact you. And so because that is true, you put your email address out there. Yeah. It's out there.
And your phone number.
It's out there. You have to, because you want people to contact you. Correct? I see. there's I see you've tagged Lucas in the chat. Oh, somebody has put a number 2 in the chat. Hi, Michael. What's good? Michael's over on YouTube. Thank you so much for being with us.
Michael is one of our clients.
Michael McHenry.
Yes. Come on. Really great to work with. Thank you for coming through.
Listen, Michael McHenry, man, we appreciate you coming through tonight. But yeah, he put a 2 in the chat. So that means yes. You want people to be able to contact you.
Yes.
This is something that you want to do in business. People are going to be able to, if somebody's reaching out to contact you, that could mean more business.
Absolutely.
And so you definitely want your contact information out there. So now here's the occupational hazard.
The other side of that.
Right. The occupational hazard is that it is your real number and your real email address, and people take advantage of it.
They sure do, man.
Put a raised hand emoji in the chat if you've received unwanted emails from random people to your business just because they know it's your business email address.
I have gotten so many requests from people from India, from all over the world, saying, you want to collab on this? Man. Or they want to say, oh, let me help you get your social media working properly, or this and that. Like, I get so much spam emails, and I get so many spam calls that now I'm just like, Google, you need to be blocking these. Like, come on.
That thing is so crazy. This dude sent me a message. He was like, your YouTube channel is phenomenal, but your SEO is this, and you're this, and this, and this, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And you should be... I mean, he had screenshots with arrows pointing to different things. I was like, how bold could you be?
No. Another one went so bad. Like, he fully saw that I read the email, took a screenshot of the read receipt and saying, yes, now that you've read the email, are you willing to talk with me? I was like, dude, y'all wildin'.
No, absolutely crazy. This is one of those things you just kind of have to rant about. There's no solution to it. I wish I could tell you, like, there's this thing out there that would help you. We shared a resource a week or so ago.
We did.
That really
can
helps
help
to clean up your
inbox.
email. But I mean, it's not a whole lot you can do. Who's not going to want to have their email address out there as a business? You got to.
You want them to contact you. You're not trying to rely on like Facebook Messenger.
No, not at all.
That's not
at all.
You need to email me.
So definitely something to think through, something to be mindful about. One of the things that we do for our clients on their websites is that we make sure that their email address is a graphic. It's a part of the image and not necessarily something that you can just kind of highlight in an email. Does it make sense? It's maybe a hyperlink, but not necessarily.
But there's also spam plugins that are integrated that is making sure that it takes care of all the spam that you're going to be getting through your email or your contact form. It's
a challenge, y'all. But listen, I mean, at the end of the day, you do want people to be able to contact you.
Yes. Exactly.
So there's no way of, we're not going to circumvent that, but you just kind of have to be mindful. Folk are going to be doing all manner of stuff. And so what I have also seen, like on the back end of this. So yes, the rant is, I'm tired of random people emailing me for foolishness that I never signed up for, adding my email to mailing lists, full mailing lists. I
did not subscribe to.
Contact us at your company. I mean, the email address is right here. This one right here.
So it's easy.
Adding it
they can just grab it
to random mailing lists, and we're getting, like, what in the world?
So much.
So that's the host rant. But I'm saying in terms of being safe now, you will get emails. You want to be, doubly sure. Like the spam, not just spam. The term I'm looking for is phishing.
Oh,
the phishing emails are getting so crazy. Like, here's your receipt.
Be
here's
careful.
the PDF from FedEx or for UPS. It's getting so crazy now. And because your email address is out there, you will get those kinds of emails as well. And sometimes you might feel like, oh, this is innocuous. It's they're just trying to make a buck. No, some of them, they're trying to get on your machine. And there's nothing worse than having a hack, especially if you're a small business.
Yeah, and Kirk is so famous now because they're even phishing with his name in some of the emails I have received. So I have to like double check to like, wait, Kirk at okay, it's from Kirk. Like, it's that gangster.
No,
they're not playing.
It's really crazy out here. David Hunt is in the comments.
Hey, yes, we got the shirts.
Yes,
just
we did.
In time for Mental Health Awareness Month. Yep, I did know that. I did.
Yes, indeed, sir. I think Mental Health Awareness Month was September, though.
No, it's this month.
Because this month I thought was cancer, all of the cancers. Breast cancer, prostate.
I believe it's
things.
this month because there's another young lady. She is doing some stuff based for mental health for this month.
Huh. Okay.
So,
okay. Yeah. Maybe cancer was last. I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe it's all together.
We got the shirts. David Hunt, thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us tonight. Listen, we're going to get into our resource
of the week.
Oh, there we go. Resource of the week. I'm getting my hand ready over here because I want to go to some of the other scenes. Resource of the week. Our resource of the week is a platform called
Score. And I hope some of you guys have heard of Score before because, man, they have so many free resources specifically for small business owners. Like Kirk is showing here, like you can find a mentor local to your area, which is really great because what we're doing right now, trying to be a mentor,
right?
You can have one-on-one coaching with a mentor that is available to you.
That is amazing.
And then they also have webinars
and
live
workshops.
Workshops,
online, live, replay,
recorded already.
Courses
that you can get access to. And guys, these are free resources.
Absolutely
you have a question. You can also filter it based on what you need on the left-hand side, as you saw in that previous screenshot.
That's right.
And this is just a screenshot showing you the different things that they offer. And it is chock full of resources and information. So jump on the website, check it out, get on those free resources. You have a question, you can probably reach out to someone on there if you have a question, and they will get back to you.
Get your EIN done. Business insurance
plan, all that. Like, it's so much information.
Incorporated versus sole proprietor versus S corp, all that stuff. You can get somebody will be able to help you from this site. It is a really treasure trove of resources, really, and I love don't overlook the fact that they do have local resources. Yes, it's nationwide, but they have local resources in pretty much every city across the United States. So
definitely something to take advantage of.
Absolutely. Well, fam, listen, we are going to get right into our therapy session for the night. We're excited to have Lucas on with us, and let's get right into it.
Hey guys, it's Lucas Skylar Scott from Skylar Scott Studios. You know, Skylar Scott Studios, where we make videos from passion, from our heart. We follow our dreams and we go the distance. Amazing video content that inspires people into action, like serious action, man. So if you need videos that move people into action, give us a call. That's it. Oh, I touched my glasses are gonna be smudged. Can we just do another take?
Man, we are always excited to have guests come through and hang out with us on the couch here at Incubator
Couch. You get to choose your guests.
Yes, we do.
So if you didn't get to choose your guests, you wouldn't always be excited.
No. We're excited because we know that you're going to come with a story.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
A good story.
And the stories are where we get our release. That's why we call it the therapy session. And let me just say, because he's already butted in, that's just his way. I want you to know that that's just his way. But we're excited to have our good friend Lucas Skylar Scott with us here at the Incubators Couch this week. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, dude? Good to see you here. I want to get you one of those.
Dang!
I see Lucas every week, so it's fine. I see him every Thursday.
No, I don't get to see him every week, so this is dope. I'm excited to have you here.
You could, though. You just got to get online and find me there. You see,
that's true. That's true.
Not every, I've been kind of more of a, there's cycles. There's
cycles.
I'm a human being. I'm a creator, but I'm also a human. So sometimes there's not so much, but sometimes just get online.
Yeah. I know. I got to check. I definitely need to check out your stuff a lot more. But man, we're excited to have you here. Of course, everybody was able to see the video and learn a little bit about Lucas Skylar Scott Studios. Am I saying that right? It's Skylar Scott Studios. Actually, the handle is right under his name right there. Skylar Scott Studios is what. Yeah. Perfect. But that's the name of his company. That's the name of his brand. Yes. And just tell us a little bit more, man.
So Skylar Scott Studios. So we I was born in 1988. No. We make videos.
Comedian.
We make videos. Yes, comedian. We make videos. We really try our best to and we're pretty good at it. We, to take our take an idea and turn it into something special.
Yeah.
And that's what we try to do.
Yeah.
Like I've got a lot of experience, a lot of different experience beyond just like, okay, work a camera, edit a video. I've worked on lots of different things, lots of like short films and music videos and all the variety of things that you kind of cut your teeth on when you're learning to make videos. And I try to take all of that experience and bring it into the commercial video production space.
Nice.
So instead of it just being like, okay, yeah, here's a brand and here's a picture of a thing and here's the thing and okay, call it today. I try to really tell a story with everything I do. And that sounds kind of cliche, like saying it like, oh, I tell stories. But, it seems like that's what happens, right? That's what comes out the other side.
And I think that's what people gravitate towards, stories.
Right. That's exactly. I mean, look, we've been doing it for thousands of years.
Yes.
That's the whole thing. We tell stories to pass on information.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably like one of the core differences that you'll find with what we do is with what we do as a company, meaning me as a person. It's not like there's like 700 people in a factory somewhere.
But you do
pumping
have
this
a
thing.
team.
You do have
We have
people
a
that
team.
work with
We have a
you.
team. Yeah, I work. Yeah, it's me and the wife, and I bring in contractors for bigger projects and stuff.
That's exactly how you have to do it.
8x8 scrim. I'm not doing that myself. I'm not putting Jackie up on a ladder. We've got grip teams. We've got gaffers.
I love that.
But we just try to pull all the pieces together. And I asked Jackie today before I was like drinking coffee, like, okay, I'm heading to this interview. And I'm like, what should I talk about? She's like, I don't know. I don't want to give the wrong idea, but talk about how we do low budget stuff. And I'm like, no. I'm like, let me reframe that. What we do is we take a budget, whatever that budget is, as long as we can make it work, and we make it look a lot bigger than it actually was. Okay, and so you have a budget
And
that's
we've
set,
talked
whatever
about
that budget might be. And that's, I think, the job of a true like a video producer, which is kind of the title I try to take on and say, okay, you've got a budget of XYZ and you want it to you want this message to go out about this thing. Here's how we can show the biggest version of that and stay within the confines of your budget.
That is so good. That is so
really
good. And that is actually already wisdom for anybody that's watching out there to understand the budget. And of course, with your own expertise, you are applying the money in areas that is going to get you the best bang for the buck. So it looks like it gives it that illusion.
That's right.
That this thing was, top dollar production.
How were you able to do that? Well, having the right resources and people and the right experience to know that it's kind of like, once you've done it so many times, you know what you can get away with.
Yes.
You know what you can get away with. And so it happens all the time. People walk on set for stuff we're setting up and they're looking around and they're giving me this look like, is this gonna work? Like, what are you doing, dude? But then on the other side, here it comes out again, and it's like, wow, how were you able to do this? A client recently said, we did a production for a client, and they had another company doing another production for them, and they said we did more in a parking lot than the other production company did in 9 months of planning, multiple locations, all of this crazy budget, and it's moments like that I'm like, okay, I think maybe we're onto something. Maybe, we're doing something right here.
That's a very good value proposition. And it's a very good way to explain that. I know somebody out there is thinking to themselves, I've got to figure out how to rephrase my value proposition in a way that really allows people to get it. Because I think people get that video production costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I think the way you just explain that, it allows people to know, like, okay, so it's just what your wife said as well. It's like, it isn't necessarily low budget. It's within budget. It's budget conscious.
It's like it's making effective decisions with limited resources.
That's it.
Something that's going to actually put out the output that you want that matches the brand that you're creating or trying to create or aspiring to have. And look, not everybody has a Coca-Cola budget.
No,
but you want to look like
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
It's true. If you're being honest.
Yeah, it is what it is. And so that's fine. That's okay. We can do that. But we need, some flexibility. We need some time. We need some people. A little bit of grace on set. Remember, if it's not in the frame, it doesn't exist.
Come on. A little bit of grace on set. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, man. Because if somebody were to turn the camera around right now, you'd see like all manner of wires and different things. A little grace on set. I like that. I like that. Listen, man, we are excited. I hope some of you guys get a chance to check out some of his content. His handle is on the screen, as we already mentioned. And he's on all social
Yeah,
So
YouTube,
you go to that
Facebook,
one
all the
thing and
above.
you can see all of his stuff there. I think it's going to be, definitely something you want to check out. But
Yeah,
Lucas,
yeah.
man.
And well, and beyond that, I mean, I remember like getting ready for this interview and thinking, all the insecurities starting to bubble up. Like not just like, oh man, like I should have shaved. And
No,
like,
you're
please,
fine.
You know
no.
how it is when you're
I
like,
totally get it.
I'm like
though,
driving all the way and I'm thinking like this is popping in my subconscious is bubbling up. I'm like, I should have washed the car.
Watch the car.
Why am I? Is that this is like all? But and so yeah, go to social, check it out. I say all that to say like, who knows what you'll find?
Who knows
Who
what you'll
knows?
find?
I make lots of content all over the place,
Yeah.
and so it's going to be all sorts of different fun, entertaining, and educational pieces.
And that's really what's very similar to what I do. There's the client component, right? So there's what the client wants. You have to deliver what the client
Yes.
wants, and so sometimes that has your vision, that has the Lucas fingerprint on it, but sometimes you just you
Not
have
quite.
to
Oh, no.
deliver
Not quite.
Yeah,
what
there's-
the client wants.
and this is the thing, every now and again I will because I like to put composition in the credits and stuff like that when
Oh,
I'm producing
yes.
a live show, but depending on how the production has gone, I will shy
Yeah,
away
and
from
that
like,
has the same thing with websites. There's
Yeah.
some that I'm like, okay, that's what they wanted.
that's what
but
they
I'm
wanted.
not putting my
I
name
cannot
on it.
tell you.
No.
So earlier on in my video production career, I remembered like feeling just really angry and upset sometimes. Like I would like deliver a draft and be like, I got this. This is done. And then it's like change this, and this, and feeling like heartbroken. I don't feel, these days I understand. I've grown to understand that no matter how much a client says to me, this is what I want to see, they're not able to really fully communicate their vision. They're just
Yes,
not. And
that's
so then
true.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to synthesize it. I'm going to make the best thing I can make.
can
And then
imagine.
there's going to be changes because there are always changes.
Yeah.
But sometimes, some clients, those who shall never be named, make these changes. And I'm looking at the content like, well, I think you just ruined it.
Pretty much.
Just so you know.
Real talk.
Exactly.
It's just
No,
like,
for
I'm
real.
not putting this in my portfolio now. I'll put the other version in, I guess.
No,
like,
for real.
No,
That's
that's-
real.
that is so real. That is so
and
real.
that's
Whenever-
okay. That's just how it goes.
It is. And with creative content, that's actually a very common experience to have, because you have a vision, and sometimes I get so excited about the vision when we're in that concept phase and you have that discovery call. You're like, oh, this is gonna be dope, and then you start putting things together and you get that feedback and you're like, no, we can't change
Stop doing
that.
it. No, stop.
Wait,
You're going to break it.
you
No,
should- you
wait.
change
They're
that.
gonna break it.
You're gonna remove that.
They're
That's
gonna
like the
break
whole
it.
thing. You're breaking it. You're breaking it.
Yeah, but
So-
it's, hey, look, at the end of the day, as a creator, I hope that that I'm able to add some of my secret sauce into this creation.
Yes.
But ultimately, I've been hired.
That's correct.
I've been hired to do a job.
That's Yep.
correct.
And the job is to produce what this client
Wants.
wants,
Yeah.
and hopefully what is going to be effective in communicating their message.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen,
But we have gone off topic.
Yeah, no, I know. What I was gonna get ready to
Exactly.
say, with all what we've just shared, you definitely have some stories. I
Yeah.
just know for a guarantee you got stories. So share with us, man. Give us an experience that we can all
Yeah, an experience.
commiserate with, but also something we're excited to not only hear the story, but what you took from it.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, sure. So there's, I don't know. I guess I could share. Geez, I don't know.
Well, let me help you.
Yeah,
So
team me up.
think of a project you worked on, and it didn't quite go how you expected it to go. Maybe it wasn't a not so great experience, but throughout that experience, you did come out of that learning different ways of how you would approach something like that again.
Yeah.
Or what you learned from that experience.
And it doesn't have to be in the creative process.
Yeah.
It could be
Okay.
in just a complete, client engagement, business process.
Yeah.
Feedback, communications, all that stuff.
Okay. So, okay. So a few years ago, we started working for an attorney group, and I remember I deal with imposter syndrome. So it's always like it's percolating up in my mind, like, You don't belong here. You don't make videos. It's okay. It's okay. You just don't. It's not real. It's not real.
Now we're laughing, but I'm not. I don't want to make light of this.
Yes.
A lot of us deal with that. Not varying degrees. So I'm not making light of it. I just laugh because Lucas, the way he puts it across, it makes it funny. But I just want to share with anybody that's out there, man. If you have imposter syndrome, go ahead and put a 5 in the chat right now, because I think that we should see nothing but 5s going up the screen right now, because the truth is that there is a level of imposter syndrome, and when you whatever it is you bring to the table.
Definitely. And so like facing, like knowing not at the time, not really recognizing it fully, but like I remember stepping into my first big contract meeting, and like thinking, like driving up and parking and thinking like, I'm gonna say a number, I'm gonna ask for a lot of money. And there's no way. Why would they say yes to this? This is a lot of money. I don't make videos. I mean, I make videos, but I'm not like a professional, And going in and sitting down and like having this conversation, and that's, I think, probably the most important piece, is like keep it conversational, right? Because this is a human being that's running a business that wants to create something. And I am a creator. I'm a person, a human being running a business. So asking questions and trying to find some kind of middle ground that makes sense, and understanding really what it is that's going to be done. I think that's a part that I think maybe is missed from a creative standpoint. Frequently we go in there like, I'm going to create. Well, little business tip, you definitely want to have a clear criteria of what's included and what is not included.
Exactly.
Yes, you want to make sure.
Early on, so many of the contracts that I did take on, like I made that first contract, it worked out, they signed. I like shook their hands, cool as a cucumber, walked out the door, called Jackie, they signed, it's on, we got one, like big excitement. But early on, I think I took on contracts without having that
full
clarity.
Understanding.
Wow. Yeah, and saying like, okay, we're going to do this, but also not saying clearly what we're not going to do.
And
then getting roped in
and
thinking like, okay, well, I need this. My family needs this. My business needs this. Sure, yeah, okay, we'll do that too. Okay, we'll do that too. And by the time you get to the time to renew this contract, I'm thinking, like, it started as, I'm so excited, this is a game changer. And now it's at a point where I'm like, I can't do this. I can't sustain this. This is now, I'm getting burned. This is costing me way too much time, energy, and money to continue onward. So that's like, hopefully that's a nugget you can take. Have a clear contract.
Absolutely.
With limitations.
Yes.
And those are all negotiable pieces, but make sure you negotiate those pieces. Because, that's is what it is. And then later, as we went along and we got better at that, now we have this client we've been serving for years, the attorneys. And, we know what we're supposed to do. We know what we've committed to do. They know what we've committed to do. It's very clear. When we produce with them, we're able to produce at a really high level, like we set our expectations at, and we're able to produce large quantities of content because we're really focused in on really what they need, what they want, what we can do. And so we've built this operation up. So now we're on year 3 or 4. I guess we're on year 4 serving them. And twice a year we sit down, we figure out what the concepts are. We write a bunch of scripts and we film. Last time we filmed for about 4 hours. We filmed 60 videos in 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
We were able to achieve that efficiency and still maintain that high quality of content because it's clear what we're supposed to do. We know what we're supposed to do. They know what they're supposed to do. They come through one at a time, hair and makeup, do your lines, cut, do another take, hit the road. And so we're able to do it really fast, really effectively.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. And you have that assembly line from, in terms of what happens before you get on site, all the different pieces in place.
Oh, all
really
the pre-production.
Yeah.
Oh, all the pre-production. There's a lot of it, and it's okay. It's okay, but I'll tell you now, for the creators out there, you'll save a ton of time if you do the pre-production steps. Know what you're stepping into, know what you're committing to, because if you don't, you're going to wind up, filming goes great. It's in the can. Post-production is going to be a mess.
Because it's not organized, and you're thinking, oh man, you know what? I really need this line from that person.
Oh my goodness.
You're solving problems in an editing phase. Oopsie, sorry. Let me just punch a microphone.
No,
you're solving. That's how intense and passionate I am. Sometimes I just punch equipment. You're solving problems from an editing standpoint, which is really it's expensive and takes a long time,
Right.
rather than not having those problems in the first place because you planned properly and you know already, you know the shots that you're going to need, and you're not like, okay, I'm going to have to spend hours scouring the internet for stock footage, or go out and film more stuff, or this just doesn't even make sense without this shot, and I just don't have it.
Yeah.
I mean, so in this twofold. So of course, the one major takeaway is you've got to do the prep work.
Yeah.
And then you also want to be clear on what it is and what it isn't on both sides.
What it
you
is
want to
sides,
be
and
yes.
what it's not.
you're on your side, and then of course on the client side as well. But I also hear you saying that there is a natural evolution with a client where you begin to kind of work a lot more seamlessly together
Definitely.
over time.
Over time, yeah.
And so I often say to clients, some of the stuff that we're doing at these phases of the project will not make sense until the project's closed.
Yep.
Like the second one is going to go way better because you already now
You've
know
already
the whole
done,
process.
You got it.
And trying to get them to that second one is, of course, the goal, because
Right,
the
yeah.
second one means it's more money.
Yeah.
But they sometimes, I can't tell you how many times they've come back and said, Kirk, man, now I get it. Why we were doing that at that stage, I get it. And it's, even if you try and tell them, you say, well, we do this here because over here we're going to have this. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
To them.
Yeah.
It doesn't click.
That's-
but
that's-
once they've gone through the entire thing, and I do live production, so it's a whole other
different,
bear.
yeah.
But
Right,
you
yeah.
once you get through the whole thing, and I think that there's a lot there that's applicable across the board, whatever industry or discipline or expertise that you have, whatever services you provide, there is that level of understanding you want to have with a client.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But-
That's something I communicate with clients, and like, so you do live productions, but that applies to like filmed,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
edited productions. And so I'll frequently say to a client, like, as we work together, the longer we work together, the better everything's going to get. Okay. It's just going to
Yes.
get better because I'm going to have more in the editing room. I'm going to have more confidence about what you want to see, because I'm going to understand and know
Yeah.
I've already done
Yeah, well,
revisions
Yeah,
done
on
this
your
you have a
already.
project.
clear vision of what they
Yeah.
want.
And so I can be faster
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it. I don't have to second guess myself. I don't have to wonder, am I wasting time doing
Yeah.
this thing,
Yeah.
adding this piece?
Yeah.
Not only that, but as I produce with a client on an ongoing basis, we save all of the media.
That's what I was
Once
gonna
we've filmed B-roll of the office and the
word.
staff or whatever it is we're
You're
filming
good.
B-roll of, we put that on an archive and we start building a library, which means
Nice.
we've produced year one together. Okay, year two, we're producing together, and something comes up outside of our standard production plan. That's okay. You can make a phone call and be like, hey, I need a video promoting our fall sale, blah, blah, blah. What do you have? No problem. Now we can save them a ton of money because we don't have to come out and film
Yep.
all this extra
That's
stuff.
true.
We've
Maybe
already
we could
got
just
it.
do 30 minutes in a studio. They deliver some lines, maybe not even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can then take that and pair it with all the media we've been saving
It
up
gets better.
and put something out really
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
Man,
that's really good.
Yeah, longevity with a client, longevity in terms of being able to provide a service and then working together and meshing that what you do and what they
Yeah.
do. I love that. I can only imagine, like, even for people who cook, for people who bake cakes, and people who provide different types of services, even drivers. I mean, once you know a client, you can provide a even better service.
Yes.
So that whole second guessing thing is something that comes to bite all the time. It's like, man, do they want a faster edit? Do they want it slower? Do they like a lot of B-roll? Do they want their own B-roll? Do they want unique B-roll?
What
right?
graphics are we using?
Graphics are-
Exactly. What's
what-
the messaging? What's the
Yeah.
tone? What's
Word.
the
We
theme?
want the color to, all of
Yeah,
that stuff.
but
Exactly.
in that beginning stage, that's when you figure it all out,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
from there on, it's just gravy. It just
Yeah,
flows.
and
Yes,
those first revisions of the project are also
It tells you
really
so much.
Yes.
I
It
need
tells you
those
so much
yeah.
because
It does.
what it does is it helps to close the gap in what you thought they wanted and what they actually
Yes.
wanted. And so the more quickly you can close that gap, the more quickly you can get to a place where you're not, I mean, if you do video production, you can bleed out on revisions.
Yes, you can.
It can be done. It
Yeah.
can be like, okay, this client went from being profitable to being, it costs me money to serve this client.
Yeah.
So the sooner you can get from, here's what I think they want to, I know what they want.
Now we know.
Yes.
You can go from not profitable to profitable, really fast.
Oh, that's good.
really fast.
And I'm saying I have to keep coming back to this. Even though we're talking about video production, I just really want to make sure our audience is recognizing that there are parallels here that you can apply to your business as well. you have a client that you have been working with for a while, just take a look at what that feels like, what that engagement is like, as opposed to somebody that's coming in brand new. And yes, we want new clients, but I think there is a component of that onboarding process and that discovery call that you want to level set that expectation.
Yeah.
This is what it's going to look like. We want to grow with you. We want to work with you over the long haul, but we're going to be getting to know one another. We're going to be getting to know one another. That first year of marriage was rugged because you're getting to know one another.
That's true,
right?
yeah.
So but over time, it's like, it's like a glove,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Everything kind of fits. Now it's just kind of know the temperaments. So that's again the same kind of dance that you do with
client.
service and client.
And like,
Yeah.
so like setting expectations, right? Like, and like doing the work and just like, I guess like a word of caution for those who get like analysis paralysis, or like people like me who are like, okay, I'm going to get ready and just spend all the time getting ready and not executing. There's so much clarity that comes from executing. There's
That's
not
true.
that I've found personally, right? There's no amount of like questions that you can ask in advance. And I really want to be able to just know everything in advance, but there's just no amount that can give you the information that you get from actually doing the job,
thing, yes.
getting it done, turning it in, getting that feedback. Be okay with the feedback. It's okay.
It's okay.
Look, they're gonna want changes. Just accept that and know it.
No matter how perfect you might think it is, they're gonna have revisions.
Yes.
They're gonna have revisions.
have changes.
And that's okay. And like your responsibility as a creator is to know that and to build that into the pricing.
Yeah.
Know that there's gonna be revisions.
Yeah.
And either option A is like, okay, fine, option A is lose money. Option B is charge for revisions. I don't like that option personally. I think revisions should be expected. And then option C, the best option that I found, is know that there's going to be revisions and make sure that you build into your pricing space for that.
Yes.
Because like I've had productions earlier on, and even now, if I'm not being aware and thoughtful, where I don't build in budget for customer service. Okay, think about that for a second. Yeah, so I try to do a favor for a pal, and I gut the production budget, and then they have questions, just like any client has questions, and I'm looking at this phone thinking, I don't have money to take this call.
Not at all.
I don't have money to take this call and have these conversations. That doesn't make sense. Build that into the pricing. Build it all into the pricing.
Build it in.
And you're going to be over budget on certain clients. They're not going to go for it. But that's okay, because those experiences, those clients, that wasn't the right client for you.
Yeah.
It just wasn't the right
Exactly.
client for you.
Yes.
They don't know yet how much they value great customer experience and service, because they haven't been burned by someone who doesn't do it.
Yes,
And
that's true.
your own personal experience in running your business is going to take a hit from it. So, be happy, be good at what you do, right? Have great customer experience and bill for it.
Yeah, bill for it. Mercy, I like that. And there's such a freedom. You get to set the invoice, right? You get to set what that engagement looks like, and there may be space, or maybe even might be appropriate to have like a new client line item, because you already know you're going to go through new client things.
Yeah.
And then you have a different set of charges or costs related to returning
who's
clients,
returning,
because
yeah.
you already have a baseline and
It
understanding.
costs
of
less money to
gonna
serve a
cost-
client that you've been serving.
Yes,
that's
that's
it.
so
Just
true.
what it is. It
That's
just
so
costs,
good.
it costs you less money.
That's definitely tough. It costs less money to
Write
serve
that
a client.
down,
That's
y'all.
it. That's
Write
it
that
right
down.
there.
That's good.
You can deliver way quicker.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a guy right now who's like, man, I there's several other people I could go to, but I just know we've worked together already in the past, and I just need this and this and this done. And I'm like, hey, here's the link. Because we don't need a discovery call. I know
Yeah,
who he
you
is. I
already
know
know.
exactly what he's trying to do.
You got it.
Here's a link to the invoice. Once you take care of that, I can get my team working. And off we were running, right? So
got
there's something to be said for those returning clients.
Yes.
And I love the way you said that, man. That it costs less to serve a returning client.
It does, yeah. Which is okay. I mean, that means that you can be more profitable and frequently give them a deal at the same time.
Frequently give them a
true.
deal at the same time.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
To kind of culture that ongoing
Absolutely,
relationship. Everyone,
yeah.
I mean, not everyone knows. Everybody knows. Everyone knows. Some people know, some people don't. client acquisition is one of the biggest costs of running a business.
It is.
You know, because you're going to spend so much money going out there and talking to people, and it's never going to result in a payday or whatever. It's just not.
It is.
So it's like, it's not like every, we talked about this, what the time and effort and energy you put into a quote and they don't even respond.
They don't even, exactly.
You don't even get a chance
You keep checking to see if it was read and you're like,
wow.
You said you needed this yesterday. I got it done yesterday.
You wanted this. You wanted this.
Yeah.
You yelled at me for this.
Yeah,
Where's
exactly.
the quote?
Here it is, and now you're too busy to take it out. Yeah.
And I'm the person where I need to know. So invest in something that will let you know when it's been opened. Because my mind will go crazy. Like, did they get the email? Did they not get the email? Yeah. So when I get that read receipt that they got it, I feel okay. I feel better. So
at least you know.
That might be something you can invest in. Getting something that can give you read receipts for your email to give you peace of mind knowing that, okay, they actually read it. I'm good.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, definitely. That's another one of those like subconscious things that'll like creep up on me. You know, or like, how about like, okay, now that we're going to shift to creators gripe session. I'll give you a little gripe session. Like a client's like, hey, I need this. Okay, I'm in post-production. All right, they need this fast. I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to stay up late. I'm going to do this work. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to deliver this thing and send it to them. Okay, guys, I did it. It's sent 11:59 p.m. You know what I mean? Like sent over. And then you don't hear anything back. It's crickets. 2 days later, you don't hear anything back. It's a 30-second video. Have you had a chance to watch the video? Oh, I haven't had a chance yet. It's a 30-second video. Come on. Just watch the video and tell me what you think.
I know.
I poured my heart and soul into this thing.
You needed this.
This is my baby. You know, it's like, come on. But that's okay. Again, that comes back to like understanding that that's also part of the experience, you know? And you know, it really doesn't hurt that bad when you're charging the right price. When you're cutting out the price, you got the budget, and you do all the work. And it's like, if you're the kind of person that I am, I'm going to pour everything I have into every production. And so when I don't bill enough,
you feel
every turn hurts. And when I do bill enough and they're like, I haven't had a chance, I'm able to say, no problem. Take your time. Take your time.
Because
no stress.
Because you've charged the right amount.
That's right. Because you know what? I'm being paid what I'm worth for this project. So it's all good. If it takes you a week, take a week. It's all good.
That's awesome, man. Listen, there's so much that we've been able to kind of walk through here. We've talked about some of the major takeaways, but these last few have just been absolute solid gold. And we want to say a word of thanks to Lucas for coming through and hanging out with us today, man. It goes so quick, man. It goes so quick, you know. But no, I know for a fact somebody's going to resonate with what was shared today. I think hearing it in detail from you in terms of the way that the ebb and flow of client relations, client acquisition, that new client process, the discovery, but then returning clients and being able to deliver customer service when you charge the right price. I think those are
Look at him. He's like
critical.
summarized. There's no cue cards. He's just like, let's just talk about this is in a nutshell. In 15 seconds, this is what we covered. That's amazing. What a talent. Let's just take a moment. Well done, sir. Well done. This guy.
Is this what we're doing now?
That was great.
No. I want to kick it to you though. We want to make sure that if there's anything that people can find and follow, projects you have coming up, things that they can support, things that they, how can they get more of Lucas? If you have your own, I know you have your own content as well. Yeah. But how can they get more Lucas?
It's it's all on social media. It's all, find me on YouTube, find me on Instagram and Facebook. And, it's all Skylar Scott Studios. Everything is at Skylar Scott Studios, like you can see down here
right
below.
Right.
That's where you can find us. And, we do all sorts of stuff. So if you're looking for commercial production, that's what we specialize in. That's the bread and butter. But we have, we had a short film that just finished the short film circuit.
Nice.
And we've got another one coming out. Yeah,
awesome.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
It's a film about Dred Scott.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah. Oh,
dope.
Yeah.
Is that the one you did with Paul?
We did a theater production, and I got to act in it. And I was like looking around like, hey, we have all these actors, all these props, all this set. We've done all the pre-production. Let's film this thing. Yeah, let's produce this. Nice. So we produced it. And it's in post-production now, so that'll be coming out next year, early next year. So
that's
just
awesome, man.
Be around, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm rooting for you guys on that one. Dred Scott's story is a whole thing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
It's crazy.
Yes, and the fact that it has such strong ties right here locally in Huntsville
Yeah.
is also amazing.
No, it's totally nuts.
Yeah.
Filming it was intense.
I can only.
I had the opportunity to play a monster, bigot, racist shop owner.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, and there's a scene in there. We filmed it kind of Hitchcock style with a shadow, with the shadowing. Yeah, where there's like a beating. Right? I mean, yeah. Oh yeah. And so we have like this haze machine. Wonders. Wow. We have all this haze coming up. I can't
wait to see
this. We shined a
this.
bright light. I cross camera, and you could just see the shadow. Wow. Oh, intense. I'm getting like chills talking about.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited.
That's awesome.
It's exciting.
And if you guys are excited, let us know in the chat. We're going to make sure we have some of these links in the description so that you guys can find, follow, and consume this content and support what he's got going on. Fam, this is fun. We're going to have you back. I feel like you have like 20 more stories in you. So we're going to have you. Yes. We have to have you back on the couch. But this was gold today.
On the chair.
On the chair.
Not the couch.
It's not a couch. It's a 3-chair piece.
It's a 3-chair instead of a couch.
Yeah.
But there is a couch in the room.
There's a couch in the room.
There's a couch right behind us.
Yeah. So
the incubator's chair. Cheers.
Incubator's chairs.
Right.
Family, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you, Lucas, for coming through and hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Later.
Do you get now why we are now on the couch? We could not continue on with incubators.
No.
Cheers.
He clowned so hard,
We
that
had
I
to make a change.
And then I saw Jackie Hill Perry has a podcast that she does with her husband. So I took a screenshot of that and showed it to Kanique. I was like, I think we could pull
do
this
that.
off.
We could do it.
We didn't quite get the mic stands that we need.
Don't worry about what's happening.
Don't worry about what's happening around here to make this work. But hey, we're here on the couch now.
It worked.
On the couch.
It worked.
And we're excited about that, man. I saw a lot of your comments as well.
Love it.
Man, David Hunt, thank you so much. You kind of summarized it in hashtags.
Yes,
I love that.
Deborah.
Deborah Brewer is with us.
Yeah,
thank you so
we're
much
still
for coming
working
through.
on that.
Yeah, we are.
So many issues, girl.
Yeah, listen,
But,
the t-shirt thing is a whole.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole. There's like.
But we're gonna figure it
There's
out.
a whole world to try and figure out. For that. But yo, Deborah, thank you so much for coming through. I see you're over on where? Facebook. You're on Facebook.
Oh, you're on Facebook.
I had to
cool.
look and
Awesome.
see. I actually cannot see the screen, even with the glasses on. This is terrible. But anyway, we're excited you guys are here, man.
But we're very glad to have Lucas
came,
man.
Listen.
There was a lot of nuggets throughout his story and things.
Client acquisition.
I loved it.
Why does it get better and better and better? And one of the things I wanted to pose to the audience is, in your experience, because some of you may be in fields that are not, creator centric, where you're actually creating a product that the client will have feedback on. She creates websites. I do video and live video and stuff like that. How is it for you? Second engagement, third engagement, 10th engagement.
True.
When you're working with a client long term, do you feel that what we said was true in terms of it gets better over time? You know
easier.
more what that client is looking for. You know what that finish line looks like. You know when you can do the touchdown, end zone, dance, all that stuff. Is that similar in your industry for your businesses as well? We'd love to hear some of that in the chat. I see David. What David say here? David says, hence the hashtags. I see it.
Lots of hashtags. Love it.
Sorry, I'm working on computer. Oh, listen, no need to apologize. I just wanted to know where you were at.
We're glad that you're here.
And Deborah says, yes, it does. Yes, it does. She's already agreeing, but yes, it does. And see, the thing for I think a lot of new businesses, client acquisition is a whole process. But you have to go through it in order to get them to that second project, in order to get them to that third project. And if you can land a long-term engagement, listen, I was chatting with a friend who's in business, and they have they have a lot of clients, a lot of one-off projects here, there, but they've got 2 consistent clients. And with those 2, in fact, she told me with one of those clients takes care of all that she needs. And the fact that she's got 2, it's gravy. And then she's doing odd jobs here and there, one-off projects. And this is the reason why those two clients are not going anywhere, because she's been working with them so
Form
long.
that relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if they wanted to move on to somebody else, they can call her and she can kick out what it is they need
so quickly,
so quick, because she's worked with them for so long. She has so much information. There's just a lot that they don't have to explain.
Yeah.
And she's not in the creative field at all. Right. So that's why I wanted to kind of throw that out there, because you got to look at it from the perspective of your business. True. And a lot of people, especially as they're looking to go into entrepreneurship, looking to create their business, they're wondering, what is that break even point? I'm here to tell you that I know entrepreneurs, I know small businesses that have 2 consistent long-term engagements with clients, and that is more than enough to keep their business afloat. Now, you get to decide whether you want to stay there or if you want to grow that to 20. And then, of course, at that point, you now start building your team, because like I mentioned, one of those clients is taking care of all that she needs for her business. She's got 2. She grows that to 20. She's going to now need a team to be able to deliver. And if she moves into a different role in her business, where she's now curating, she's doing quality assurance, she's making sure that secret sauce is still present, even though the team has grown. So
and that all has to do with, if that's her goal as a business owner, does she want to expand and grow? For some, they don't. They're comfortable living just the way they are. It's covering her bills, and she can pick up little projects here and there. That's perfectly fine too. So
got a nest egg sitting.
Is fine. Yeah.
I mean, those are the types of things. I mean, I know even for my dad, who's in business for years for himself, he didn't necessarily have like an IRA or a 401k, but the amount of money he made over that long time that he was in business for himself. I'm talking about I can't even remember when he worked for somebody. It's just like my entire adolescent, middle school, high school, college. As an adult, he's always had, kind of work for himself, and, large scale projects, big, huge, massive payouts. And so those things just kind of accumulate over time, and he's able to kind of squirrel away some money, put different things aside and save. And that's what has kind of sustained him in this season of his life where he's chilling. And so I think, again, you got to look at it from that perspective. Somebody explained to me the other day what the definition of retirement is. And it is essentially when your residual, what's the income that's coming in that you're not doing anything for? Passive. When your passive income equals or outweighs your expenses. When your passive income completely exceeds your expenses, you are now at a space where you can kind of
chill.
I can walk away from
really
this.
Could, yeah.
And that definition of retirement really shifted my entire thinking. I mean, the guy that I was talking to, this is Joseph. He was saying he retired his wife.
That's what's up.
Yeah, because I
need that in my life.
I mean, real talk, because
but that's what we are working towards.
The residual, the passive income was just at a space now where it's like her full-time job is to not manage the expenses, but to manage the spending.
Yes, I love that.
Doesn't that sound good? Does it have a ring to it? That's
manage the spending.
Manage the spending. That's
my dream job.
What do you do? Oh, well, I manage the spending for my home. Listen, I'm telling you, these are the job titles that nobody tells you in third grade at career days. Like, bring that person in. Like, I want the person who manages the spending.
Yo, that's eye-opening.
Yeah. Let them come in to do the career day. Like,
perspective on life.
You're sitting there as a kid, like, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a web designer. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a doctor. Those people work hard. Yes, and then this, some lady or some guy comes in there all well manicured, chilling, no bags under their eyes.
Nothing.
You know what I mean? And they're like, what do you do?
I manage the spending.
Manage the spending? Sign me up. Manage the spending. Yeah, that's Let me find out. So this was good. We're excited. We were able to have Lucas come through tonight, and that was absolutely phenomenal. Who do you have coming up next?
We have Carla Styles with Designs by Carla. She is another web designer, and I'm excited to have her come through. She's going to share. So that's going to be great.
So
go ahead.
No, the interviews are still going to be over there.
The
interviews.
It just works out better.
It just works out better.
The couch is not big enough.
It's not. Well, I mean, it's not even. where we're gonna put the mic. This is not gonna work.
It's not gonna work,
The
guys.
3-person interview would require an entire producer. We'd have to put them over there, and it wouldn't work. But we will be on the couch for our live show.
For the live. What I was gonna say is not tune in, but check out the website. We have added more podcasts to it.
Yes.
And I'll be adding more. So we are all caught up. But definitely feel free to subscribe on any of the platform like Apple Podcasts. Google Podcasts is going away, guys, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Spotify and so forth. It's being integrated into YouTube music. Let me say that.
Yeah.
But that's what's happening.
Yeah, because that's major.
Yeah. But feel free to tune into those, on your drive to work or home. Just turn it on, listen to the stories if you have missed one or two. So feel free.
They're just the stories.
Just the stories, so it's way shorter.
So it's not, resource of the week, host rant, which some of those we might want to make into a podcast.
No, because those are good.
Because they're good. but it's really just the story, the interview part with the guests that come through.
Yeah.
Definitely powerful. We've already seen some good feedback on that. And then of course we want to say a word of thanks to all of you for liking the composition page on LinkedIn.
Yes.
We are now
goodness.
able to stream
and
to
we
LinkedIn,
streamed today.
and we're live on LinkedIn right now. And
yes, we did.
I don't know how many of you are watching over there. I've got LinkedIn up right now, but
so
it
excited.
looks great. It's and again, we are posting all of the clips.
Yes,
from the live show, the reels.
Yeah, who here has seen the reels?
Come on,
have y'all seen them?
reels.
They've been good, y'all.
Yeah.
They have been good.
So so now that the show is on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
Yes.
And the clips go on all those platforms
all of them.
as well.
So just share them, y'all. Just share it out there.
Sometimes
never
the
know.
clip alone, just
the
that
clip alone is a good hook for someone to
conversation
tune in,
starter.
So.
And you never can tell what that will do for. I mean, somebody's in business and they catch one of these clips.
Yes.
They catch one of those nuggets of wisdom. It could be it could really help them avoid some pitfalls.
Yes.
But it could also be a real game changer. I had a conversation with somebody who was like, "Man, I'm telling you, that one shift in perspective changed my entire mindset around what I'm going to be doing for my business." I see David's comment here.
It's hashtag real good.
The reels have been hashtag real good. David Hunt, man, we love it. But yeah, fam, look, we're right on time today.
Yeah, we're
right
are.
on time
Look at
today.
that.
Even with the longer interview, we're right on time today. We're landing the plane.
Perfect.
See the air traffic control. We're not far from the airport either, so we should know how to do these things.
Yeah.
But fam, listen, it's always phenomenal to come hang out with you guys. I always want to make sure there's that station identification. While we are not necessarily business coaches, we just saw a need and decided to fill it with the Incubators Couch. We recognize that there should be a space somewhere where business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, small businesses, look, coaches, authors, consultants, side hustlers, right? You should have a space where you can come and vent, where you can share your stories, where you can hear stories from people who are doing something similar to you, so that you don't necessarily have to feel alone, like you're some kind of alien, like you're dealing with all this nonsense.
You are not alone.
You are. That's you. If you take nothing else, you take this one point with you. You are not alone. There are many others out here that are dealing with things in business.
Yeah.
But what we've decided to do is not just to rally around some of the parts of business ownership that sucks and that's great, but also to look a little deeper to figure out what we can learn from it.
Yeah.
And as we collectively learn, we can do better in our businesses.
That's true.
So we hope that you're encouraged, you're inspired. I see your comment, Deborah. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. Incubators Couch is unscripted, vulnerable conversations with business owners
and entrepreneurs,
just like you. We messed that up. We got to get that right.
That was him. I got it right.
It's me. It's on me. But we appreciate you guys so much, fam, and we will see you around these internet streets or in the next video. Later.